Hello, I'm Florence Jondo and welcome to this week's Olsem Wanem program. Tomorrow, the 26th of February, marks exactly 1 year since the devastating 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck, causing severe damages and claiming lives, especially in Hela and the Southern Highlands Province. In this episode, we take you up to Mendi in the Southern Highlands Province and feature some of the assistance work carried out by the United Nations agencies. The United Nations in Papua New Guinea, through its agencies, has delivered humanitarian assistance to the people who have been affected by the 7.5 magnitude earthquake that struck in 2018. The United Nations resident coordinator in Papua New Guinea, Gianluca Rampolla, gives us an overview on the assistance they've delivered in partnership with both private and public sectors.
If women, children...
Immediately after the earthquake that struck on the 26th of February, we put together an emergency response team that flew into Papua New Guinea. We had a team that provided logistic and coordination and information management support in Port Moresby, and then we mobilized relief assistance for the affected provinces with a specific focus on Hela and Southern Highland provinces. And we took the lead on a number of interventions in the public health sector with support provided by WHO and UNICEF, specifically in the areas of provision of health kits, provision of assistance for maternal health, and we had then a big intervention in the field of food security. We provided for immediate assistance for population most in need by providing directly food in the form of rice and high-energy biscuits with the World Food Programme. We reached about 32,000 people in the most remote areas of the two provinces. We had a program specifically on protection to ensure that the most vulnerable populations will not be affected through the displacement processes by increased risk and vulnerability to violence. That was specifically targeting, of course, children and women. We mobilized support, especially for early childhood education, and set up, and I'm sure you've seen around a lot of UNICEF tents, and to ensure that children could, as fast as possible, return to school. We provided assistance, again, through UNICEF, WHO, but also IOM for water and sanitation, with the provision of water tanks for harvesting of water, but also for materials like latrines for ensuring sanitation and soaps and so on and so forth. IOM provided, the International Organization for Migration, provided assistance through non-food items like materials to rebuild, but also shelter for those in need, especially in the care centers where most of the affected population were actually relocating.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
The combined efforts by all the different UN agencies present in PNG have reached thousands of earthquake-affected people who are in dire need of help.
We were just looking at the numbers of population that we managed to reach, and our numbers tally up to around 200,000 people. So we were able to reach 200,000 people, and our numbers said that those that were in real need of immediate assistance were around 270,000, so we are quite pleased with the work we did. This work would have not been possible without the partnership with a number of different actors. I would definitely have to mention some of the donors that have been providing us the resources to do all of this. The Government of Australia, the Government of New Zealand, not only the funding but their air assets that they provided. Oil Search and Exxon that provided logistics and airlift support. Our own Central Emergency Fund that provided for some $9 million cash for us to be able to do our work, and a number of other entities that provided us. And then, of course, the partnership with government. Our own responsibility is to deliver assistance to the people in need, but is also to support the government structure its own response, and we took good care of that.
When we partner with you, that's when we are very strong.
The United Nations are continuing their work in the earthquake-affected areas and are partnering with government authorities and the locals to address development needs.
There's still a lot that needs to be done in terms of reconstruction, but if I must be frank, more than needs in terms of reconstruction is needs in terms of development. A number of the challenges that we found as we deployed with our humanitarian assistance were challenges from a development perspective that pre-existed the earthquake. They were only made more acute by the earthquake. I didn't mention nutrition, that was part of our response, nor did I mention vaccination, that was part of that response. And you know that the emergency, the humanitarian emergency caused by the earthquake was then compounded by the outbreak of polio. And one of the two provinces affected by the earthquake was not immune to polio. There was one case that was identified in October of last year here in Southern Highlands. So all of that is not attributable to the earthquake, but the outbreak of polio is due because of low levels of immunization. So all those are challenges that need to be taken care of, and Southern Highland Province and Hela, that were among the most affected by the earthquake, are also the provinces that are among the most staggering indicators in terms of human and development and human security.
The UN resident coordinator reiterated that their presence will hopefully bring in more donors and partners into the provinces.
First and foremost, that we are there, and I know that for many populations the big recrimination has been that they felt abandoned, and still some communities have not received any assistance as we speak, a year from the earthquake. Our presence wants to be first and foremost a demonstration that we do care, that nobody is forgotten, nobody can be left behind, and our presence wants also to be the first step to bring in more donors, more partners, and we want to make sure that through our cooperation we're also able to extend and build further the capacities of the provincial and district authorities so as for them to be able to give more. To the affected communities, I just want to share with them my feeling of admiration, because their resilience is amazing. It's really amazing. They've endured very difficult times following the earthquake, but they endure daily many challenges that are not necessarily linked to the earthquake.
Welcome back. Southern Highlands Province has 43 major reporting health facilities and an estimated 127 aid posts. Some programs by UNICEF, the United Nations Population Fund, and the World Health Organization has greatly helped the province's health indicators through programs such as nutrition, polio vaccination, and maternal and reproductive health.
How to actually do water sampling.
The United Nations agencies have been working in close partnership with the provincial health authority.
I think in this disaster, a lot of assistance came in, and especially from UN agencies, UNICEF, WHO, UNFPA, and even other partners as well, like ICRC, Oil Search Foundation, and many of those partners, and even some government agencies as well. They came in to assist us. And I think overall, the UN agencies established in Southern Highlands, and they assisted us a lot in terms of health in the province.
The United Nations Population Fund, or UNFPA, apart from providing support for reproductive health, clinical rape case management trainings, and the donation of delivery beds, the delivery kits they have supplied to health facilities is said to be a life-saving kit.
The delivery kits, you know, a lot of mothers come here unprepared. I mean, they're village mothers. We know them. You know, sometimes some of them go to clinics, some of them don't. And so they don't know where they're gonna when they're going to deliver. By the time they end up here, or by the time labor, you know, comes in, and they go into labor, they end up here unprepared. And so these delivery kits or dignity delivery kits, in a way it helps. Sometimes because mothers take off their coats and they put it for their babies to be wrapped. These are newborn babies. They need clean, cloth to be wrapped in. So a lot of times, these kits are, really helping us in here, especially, and in a way, it also prevents an infection. It's a clean kit.
Display delivery kit. Inside Londisla, something is hand glove.
You can just hold him close to love.
Okay, hand glove. Okay, this line soap. Okay, manual blow. Reading, looking, one something stuff inside now. Use him. Okay, and this knife, liquid knife, block cutting cord. And this cord clamp, and block cutting. Tighten lo mama side, not tighten lo baby side, to plus stuff inside. So, after tying the cord, maybe cutting. This block put him underneath lo. Mama, sit down on that long, and maybe call him making toast. Okay, and this plan now also maybe giving baby, maybe catching baby now, and maybe karma baby. The same as and stuff inside the hot place na come so time come out them sa cold hurry up so and maybe raping the blanket na also baby blanket and hurry up through kissing baby putting inside this na and maybe karma baby and one is on this stuff and this delivery kit this Sunday stuff inside
up no bridge right there. Let mama carry me.
Emergency nurse Yakopwan Yapa from the Yalibu District Hospital shares how she used the delivery kits to safely deliver 2 babies during an emergency.
Past time we miss a carry emergencies we go and yet pack him now put him stop here logan miss a carry because some time and sterile logan one and logan to emergency so miss a cutting to on a carry me go. Now this line Mendi to ask me one day this la pack straight all been helping me because and pack na stop logan me kissing person kissing mama put a car emergency me carry me go lo road and this la something been helping me. One time me carry one la mama go and referral case lo have and remote place no got one place and the napkin one is and no got long sorry mama straight me carry me go na lo road lo rangu get straight. Also, mama ya ina carrying but begin me try plan hard lo mama push to and then chip long and finish. So me la carry me go time head is tap and up na bian car shake go na deliver lo up lo bridge right there. Let mama carry me. So me open this tatas cutting cord lo baby la side Olsem la boss midwife lo me toge me ke molse na me use me this thread me em helping me plan this thread. Tu la mama me deliver him lo by using this, let me save him life block to my baby.
Another intervention is the nutrition program by UNICEF. Over 100 nutrition outreach activities have been conducted and over 15,000 children were screened. More than 4% of the total number of children screened were identified with acute malnutrition.
So now you blow the man for me and brown one time. So here, this like I am say, Puroy more pigini. No good plus 7 a tintin too. Now give us from now. Also, I got a good plus 7 a tintin. Pignus and Corol when like I get.
Pignini and sell a bell too. Mama got bell. And mama wanted pignini and tupla. Tupla human beings like me look long now. Think
So kaya mama kisim longem. Emas kaya good la kaya. Kumu must stop inside. Banana must stop inside. Some time kau you miss kaya kau ogara time kau tu must stop inside lo plate lo mama. Time you miss kaya kaya lo mama. Emi must got plenty, yeah.
They have given us a lot, and first of all, I'd like to thank the UN agencies for their assistance, continuous support in terms of health in Southern Highlands Province, and especially, ENC, all the programs that they have run, that's immunization programs, nutrition programs. In fact, nutrition programs, we've done well also in the province. WAS program, ENC program is one of the big program, and I think Southern Highlands Province is happy to take these programs on board as well. Dignity delivery kits, I think they have done a lot for us. We need partners to work together with. Where government agencies, cannot achieve, that's where the partners come in to assist us. Where government agencies fall short in, that's where the partners come in. And that's the reason for public-private partnership. And so I think what they are doing is they're fulfilling that and our goals as well. And I think we have common, where we can, our goals meet, that's where we meet as well.
You're watching Olsem Wanem. Apart from other major distractions by the earthquake, one important aspect of livelihood that was also affected was schools. UNICEF has and is continuing to invest in every child's education.
No corrections? No. Okay, what about this 12/32? Yes.
UNICEF had set up a number of safe learning centers to schools that were damaged by the earthquake. One of these schools is Mubi Primary School in the Nipa Kutubu district.
So you do this too.
Mubi Primary has 8 teaching staff taking care of over 180 students.
We were badly affected by the earthquake. Our classrooms were damaged, desks, tables, our chairs, and most of our drinking water was spoiled by the earthquake. Trees fallen on the road. Students were finding it hard to come to school and all this. But we are thankful that UNICEF was here already. They were helping us. They saw our needs and they helped us with our school materials, like learning materials, books, pencils, biros, and all this. For the classrooms that were damaged, 2 double classrooms were damaged, we pulled them down. They have put up a tent for our students to learn inside the classroom. And our parents, they worked hard to maintain the classrooms that were spoiled. Then we had the 2 tanks. We bought them, and UNICEF WASH, they came and helped us to put up our 2 tanks with washing hands, a place for washing hands, and 2 toilets. They have helped us greatly with from WASH under UNICEF. And the education, they have distributed us with handbags, uniforms, shirts for students, and in the bags were tongs or biros, rulers, and so many things in the bag, and we are very thankful.
Head teacher of Mubi Primary School expressed gratitude to UNICEF for the distribution of learning materials because it's a challenge for them sometimes to purchase learning materials for the students.
It's a bit hard because our school materials, for us to get the materials, sometimes we are not using a project fees, but government subsidies. Sometimes they don't give us subsidies. Like last year, for term 4, the subsidy was not deposited into our accounts. So we had difficulty in looking for money to buy our learning materials.
The Olsem Wanem team also had a chat with 2 students who were proud recipients of the UNICEF assistance.
Inside the bag, all put them all books, exercise books, notebooks, biros, ruler, na tons, water container. I must water container. Me play looks around the school area, so me play film. Tasty, it's like I can drink water, na tons. I'm all giving me play wear him na go come to school. I mean like a big play thank you to UNICEF. Because I'm no play school na no ka line bin look sawe lo. This last school na come give him all kind of something, but UNICEF come give him this little something also, I'm glad to thank you.
All UNICEF all come in this little materials and me glad to thank you. Me glad mo mas heavy. So me glad toilet and me glad toilet and to glad wash. First time we learn about this like something, but UNICEF now we learn about was a good la school we learn no school. Now we learn was a good la was you black harim UNICEF you black harim all materials can the hamas.
Welcome back to Olsem Wanem. To conclude this week's program, we feature the work of the International Organization for Migration, or IOM, another UN agency that has been active in helping the earthquake victims build back their lives through the Safe Shelter program. Having a roof over your head is one of the basic necessities in life. Thousands of people in southern Highlands Province lost their homes when the 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck. The International Organization for Migration, or IOM, have had skills training for the people to help them build back safer homes.
Whole idea of the safe shelter training is, during the earthquake, people's livelihood have been destroyed. So shelter is one of the key elements that, make a family stay intact. So when a shelter is destroyed, that means the whole livelihood has been affected. So with the training that we are bringing in, the whole idea is to get the people to, understand what's the risk involved in their shelter. So when people understand the risk, they can improve their shelter. And when they improve their shelter, their livelihood is okay in terms of any future emergency or disaster that will be coming up. Participants, they come from Mendi district. It covers 4 wards. So Map, Points, Umbra, and These are participants representing each ward. They come for the training. The participants, the number of total participants, because of the spacing, we are to get more participants, but because of the spacing and the number of days that we schedule for the training, we only limit to only 26 participants. 6 of them were females and 20 were males. But the training that we did in Southern Islands, it covers almost like 37 wards.
The IOM provides basic construction tools to the people, and the people utilize the building materials they gather from their environment.
Basically, we provide basic tools. So our whole idea is to make the organization and community, they work together in partnership. So we provide basic tools that we can give to the community, like nails, handsaw, hammer, tie wire. These are basic tools that we give to the communities, and what we are expecting from the communities is try to use their local resources to get their shelter fixed.
Here are some stories from the training participants who have utilized the theory training skills and put them into practice by building their homes.
Line mipla long safety where bamipla sanabem house was long way lo wara na diwai na all mountains valleys where I'm safe lo mipla house na something some advantage, disadvantage lo mibla sanabim house na how ba mibla house mibla sanabim house lo one something la red background or black background where emba holim house or post strong that time some natural disaster come up by mibla safe mo lai we me lai ni mibla lo training mibla lo house one house where me working me now mibla house lo me you got triple bedroom living room na sometimes by kitchen kitchen lo here if na mibla safely lo me can come sleep in the house where no got diwa no got wara mountain wherever lo me can kisim bagrap mibla foplo meri bin sim sla training na mibla mama na mibla no so mibla meri no na blogi house because house work lo man but mibla I me training mibla na schooling mibla halo work house mibla American work house by meeting ose me can work house time online milo nilim house na dua na frame one post mibla sanapi mibla can work house
I am conducting training here lo topa lo section lo mibla antai blab we mibla na block kisem but big blood disaster come up lo country but ino hitim mapol Highlands Province but emitim Helena South Highlands so that's why me affectim long ne mosem this area we uran mosem so training will give me mosem mibla no bin go through lo working all kind houses we na mibla iksim bagarap mibla sa working normal we mibla sa working lo area mibla na sa face like disaster here lo province lo mibla so mibla working after training was mibla iksim training long ne only talk lo stop working house long lili lo kana semula yari stop we kana sem member win come time ba working all yar na bagare house na destroy area we mibla sleep long so ligim training lo mibla long ne mibla kisim then mibla working all long houses lo mibla only supply all materials kana se so hama wanda disla mibla yusi mibla working all house lo mibla so mibla feeling was training we mibla kisim long ne ba mo gutla lo bian time lo mibla to time mibla gi mol beginning teaching mol beginning lo mibla karim long to all beginning stop long mibla gen challenge la ye wante mol community na ba mibla gen working good house we ban na bagaram ka navy come up
na mibla iksim dilla sawe na mibla working sala good house na mibla to big blood thank you long IOM na UNICEF because mibla no been looking this la kind that's all service mibla karakam lo community mibla to thank you.
That's all for now. Join us same time next week for another episode of Olsem Wanem. Until then, if you have any comments, stories or questions, please send us an email via the address now appearing on your screen or post it on our Olsem Wanem Facebook page. Until then, I'm Florence Jondu on behalf of the entire Olsem Wanem team. Thank you for watching and take care.